Well, hello again, YouTube. AJ Shaver here, and doing a little prep and setup for tomorrow. I had a really good customer. Mr. Hall came up and dropped off his used 1424, and yes, I still have a new diesel 1424 and the diesel 2430 sitting here, but tomorrow, Tyler and his wife are on their way down from Maine. They're going to pick this one up that Doug brought, and Doug came up because his wood supply changed. So he can no longer get the log truck loads of wood. It's more tree service where it's lumpy, knotty, short, crooked, just tree service residential wood. So he came up and bought my SF11TR. It's just like the 9TR, just with the upgraded 11 horsepower motor. I'll throw a couple pictures in here. Was unable to get some video loading it and different things, but have some good pictures for what Doug and I were able to accomplish today. So I've known Doug for a lot of years. We sold him this 1424 and I think we took a splitter in on trade from him as well, or we found a home for it. I forget what all the circumstances were there, but ended up with this one back. I'll go do a quick walk around on this. It has a couple things on it that I normally don't have here in the wood yard, so let me show you what they are and we'll go from there. All right, so with the 3-strand deck that is the extended frame, it is a 10-foot conveyor on this one, the 26.5 horsepower Kohler EFI motor with an oil cooler. But what's neat about this one, Doug has a farm tractor, actually a little Coyote, I think it's a 50 horse. So, and he does some remote processing, or did some remote processing. So we did this one with the log dogs on it. So a log dog are these little triangular pieces here, and it doesn't go 360 the whole way around, but it works as a shuttle to go from the ground up to the log trough. I'll fire this up a little bit later and show you just how it works, but they're pretty cool. You can basically move one log at a time, or you can stand it up as a traditional live deck because the legs lay down flat. So we just take the pin that's here and put it in the hole there, and it'll look just like the one over here. And then you can just leave the log dogs on it and just shuttle the wood, you know, from right to left to get everything to feed in. This one is just a traditional splitter valve, not the auto cycle piece. We do have an 8-way wedge, the 4-way wedge, and a 6-way. Again, all hydraulic setup on both the live deck and the conveyor. And what we're going to do for the video tonight and tomorrow, we're just going to catch things here in the 6th cord bag. Highway towable, torsion axle, fenders, 2-inch ball, lights, no brakes on this one. It's not heavy enough to really warrant the electric brake package. Auxiliary fuel tank, the big oil tank, the 26.5 horsepower, or sorry, 25 horsepower EFI motor. The oil cooler, had this running a little bit, right around 190.7. The automatic oiler. This one is a St. Patrick's Day build. How do I know that? Because that's my birthday, 3/17. But I'm a little bit older than the 22 version, so tripping over the 6-way. Right there. So has the wedge holder so you can take 2 different wedges with you on the machine. Got the grizzly bar, you know, kind of set up here in the splitter troughs to knock off some of the sawdust and the white stuff that comes through. Really nice unit. I'm gonna throw the camera in the tripod. I'm at least gonna run this 1 stick of maple through it, and then we'll be ready to go for tomorrow with that big piece there to show the customer just what this can do. So here we go. All right, ideally you would take 2 logs like what these are, and you would lay them down here at the feet and come out. So when the new logs are on it, it would roll over, which would give you enough rise to get the log dog underneath it to take it up the hill. As muddy as it is up here, I didn't feel like moving all the wood around to do that, but I would try it with the PV. Obviously it's doable. Wasn't the easiest thing in the world, but we got her done. But yeah, like I said, I think if you do, 2 laterals coming out this way to get that wood up on, then you could roll it in there. That would already give you the height for the log dog to sweep underneath it. But yeah, pretty good running little machine. Now just remember, the 1424 is the entry-level processor from Brute Force. And then the great big one over yonder is the biggest bar saw machine that Brute Force makes, cutting through. The new ones will do a 31-inch diameter. The 1424 is really in that 16-inch, as you saw that big one that we fed through. And just within, 2 short logs, it was a 24-footer I bucked in half. So we filled a 1/6 of a cord bag. Pretty nice. We'll get this all changed out for the morning, but for now, that's our used 2022 1424 from Brute Force. All right, so just something quick and easy. Just wanted to show you this 1424 that we brought in used. Again, Doug brought it up. He took home an SF11. That's the self-propelled, no conveyor version. He's taking that back because his wood situation changed from pole length wood to the lumpy residential wood, and his market changed from bulk wood to the ooh pretty stuff, and that's where these vertical splitters really shine. But that brought this 1424 available for sale. I'm always taking phone calls and people looking for good used stuff. So we found Tyler up in Maine found us, I guess I should say. And he and his wife are in town now. They're gonna come out tomorrow morning. We'll demo this and then they'll tow it back home to Maine and take it from there. So I do still have, like I said earlier, the 1424 diesel that is brand new. Full retail on that is $53,000. The 2430 in the background is a used unit. That's a 2020 with about 660 hours on it. We're asking $64,000 on that. It does come with a pretty full wedge package. And my daughter's coming up here with a tool cat and doesn't realize I'm shooting the video, so we'll see how this goes. But I don't know if we can get you a sales quote. We'd love to talk to you in person. It's 833-SPLITTER. It's 833-775-4887. You can also email me at sales@shaverequipment.com. Would love to talk to you, figure out that sales quote, get it shipped right to your door, or you can come pick it up here at ours. We're in Dallas, PA. 18612 is our zip code. So do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on everything we have going on. And come on. So, like I said, do not forget to hit that like and subscribe button so you can stay up to date on everything we have going on. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.